ASAP Ministries started with a simple goal: to empower local missionaries to restore and disciple the marginalized with a holistic gospel. We work in a part of the 1040 window where Buddhism dominates the social and religious landscape. Working here is not easy, but we're here because we know the gospel must go through the ends of the earth. Hi, I'm Darryl Hosford, President of ASAP Ministries, and this is our annual progress report, recorded in September 2024. In this report, I'd like to share about our current impact and some of our dreams for the future. Looking back over this past year, I see a clear and compelling story emerge. ASAP Ministries is upheld in the hands of God. Through the challenges we have faced, God has been our help. We are finishing this year having achieved several first-ever accomplishments for the advancement of the gospel. I want to share some of the current statistics of our impact this past year. We support over 700 local missionaries, including church planters, medical missionaries, and teachers. We support over 90 mission schools with dedicated and caring teachers, educating over 9,000 students. Our mission schools teach the students to love and worship God, and many Buddhist students choose to be baptized. In Cambodia, about 10% of our entire enrollment has been baptized this year. In 2024, ASAP has worked to author a new set of Bible studies specifically written for the Buddhist worldview. In a recent trial of these studies in central Myanmar mission, with 200 in attendance, 90 persons decided for baptism, and 70 of those were Buddhists. This impact is outstanding. We provided humanitarian aid and funding for construction projects such as church buildings and wells. Our translators work hard to provide materials in their local languages. We provided aid to many refugees fleeing the war-torn areas of Myanmar, and we continue to support the displaced individuals in the region. I am particularly excited about some of the bold initiatives and first ever accomplishments of this past year. Our donors have enabled us to support more than half of all of the gospel workers in several countries where we serve. As mission funding from more developed nations dwindles, ASAP is committed to going all in to sustain mission work in these regions where the needs are immense and resources are scarce. Thanks to the generous support of our donors, ASAP established its first Khmer High School in Cambodia. This allows students to continue their Christian education through high school without having to drop out or attend the government schools on Sabbath. By staying in a Christian environment, these students are better equipped to become workers for Christ among their own people. For the first time in ASAP's history, we initiated a quarterly report via our new Worker Activity Journal, making ministry and discipleship activities clear, actionable, and measurable. A church planter has told us, with the encouragement and ideas of his Worker Activity Journal, he has seen more persons come to Christ than ever before in his ministry. ASAP has helped promote and strengthen the new mission called the West Thailand region, where many of our mission schools and church planters are located and serving. 2024 was the first time that ASAP leaders entered the country of Vietnam, performing an in-country training for our Bible workers and church planters, and forming a closer collaboration with the Vietnam Adventist Mission. I've been inspired by your support of our mission to reach a part of the 1040 window by using local workers that are efficient and cost-effective. The ASAP team values prayer. Our whole staff takes time daily to pray for God's leading, and requests from the field and from donors. Let me take a moment more to share just a few of our dreams for the future. ASCP wants to build 4 or 5 more high schools in Cambodia and across Southeast Asia. We dream of reaching new tribes and new people groups across Southeast Asia, which till now have had no access to the gospel. Specifically, I dream of expanding our humanitarian and gospel work for Vietnam's unreached peoples. We want to grow our support for more pastors and church planters, serving in countries which don't have enough money to support their needed workers. We want to produce new evangelism and devotional materials in our target languages, including songbooks for Laos and Vietnam. We desire God to open doors for the utilization of the Ayutthaya Training Center in Thailand. We pray for the war in Myanmar to end. We desire for ASAP to be prepared to send in medical and education teams to help rebuild the country and establish Christianity in previously unentered communities. We desire to strengthen our support and relationship with the local Adventist missions across Southeast Asia. We have big dreams, and we have an even bigger God. We value your partnership. We have far more projects than we currently have funds for. We want to do more, and now is the time of opportunity. As I look around the world today, I realize that our resources one day soon will have no value for us or the mission field. This brief overview gives you a glimpse into ASAP Ministries' impact this past year. Despite the challenges that we have faced, we know that God is in control. The Lord's blessing has brought together the right team at the right time. Together, let's work to hasten Jesus' second coming. Let's focus our attention on reaching the tribes, nations, and peoples in Southeast Asia so that all may know Jesus, the eternal life giver. Because Jesus is coming soon, now more than ever, mission matters.